Hi everyone, I'm EC Huntley with Everything Carts Tech Department, and today we're going to be installing voltmeters. This right here is a real commonly call that we get on how to hook it up. It's very, very simple. Sometimes the instructions throw you a loop, so hopefully this right here help. We'll start with our most popular LED meter. Once you get it and take it out of the box, you're going to be able to turn it over, and you'll see you got three little pegs right here. And so we're going to remove these. This is what we're going to hook our wires to. And all we're going to do, this is as simple as we're going to run our wires from the first two back to our power source coming off of the battery so we can get a direct reading. This last one here goes to the key switch, which in return powers up the LED meter itself. Alright, when you got an electric golf cart, one of the most important things you can get, even though we're getting ready to install this meter, it's very useful to get you a handheld voltage meter because just about everything you need to check on the electric golf cart, we need this meter right here. So in this case, you actually don't need this meter to perform this procedure. It's simple as we want to find the last two wires coming off our battery pack here. This particular cart is a club car, so just about all your club cars you're going to see your two main wires are coming off of the batteries on one the driver's side, one the passenger side. These are headed back towards the motor. So we know if we take this and just probe it at both ends, our meter should be over 48 volts. And right here we're showing 48.4. So we know that these two batteries are the two batteries that we need to hook up to. So at that point, we're going to get our wire, and we typically just use 14 gauge wire here, and we're going to run our wire to these first two pegs up here. We got our positive and our negative. So we'll just run our wires from the battery up to the dash to where we're going to install these. Alright, right here, this is a typical setup for an E-Z-GO. As we showed you on the club car, the two main wires or sources, the series ends on the driver's side and the passenger side. On a E-Z-GO TXT, you're going to find them over here on the passenger side. This is where your main wire heads back to the controller. Same thing with this one right here. And so we're going to use our positive and our negative to hook up for our source for our meter on this particular one on the E-Z-GO. Alright, so once we get our two wires hooked up to our batteries, that's going to give us our reading. Then we got our last bottom peg right here, and we're going to take this one, and of course once we mount this into the dash of the cart, we're going to run a wire off the bottom one by itself over to the power of the key switch. And so all you'll have to do on that case is pull your panel off. This one right here only has two pins on the back, so it's very easy to find which one. It is a diagram inside the box showing you which wire to hook it up to on your key switch, depending on what kind of cart you have. Okay, on this one, this is our analog meter. This is one of the most simplest ones that we have to hook up. It's very, very accurate. All we're going to use on this particular meter right here are the two pegs back here on the back, the two studs. And you'll see we got a positive. You'll see your plus mark on there. That's going to go up to the positive wire at the end of the series, and then to our negative. We showed you earlier where to find those last two wires. It's the last two headed back towards the motor controller area. That will be the two that you hook up to. Another question we get on this particular meter is that people are worrying about them running all the time. Well, all this is a monitoring system. So it's not pulling no power whatsoever. It's hooked up directly to your batteries and just giving you a reading on what you have. This is EC Huntley with Everything Carts Tech.